Now, let's get to our next guest. Don't want to keep him waiting because Connor Rozee started his AFL career brilliantly and on the back of a 5-goal haul against the Lions was this week's NAB Rising Star nomination. He joins us now. Connor, welcome to the show and congratulations.
Hey, boys. How are we? Thanks for having me.
Good on you,
We're very
fella.
well. Like I said, congratulations on what was an amazing game. I've been fortunate. I saw a number of trial matches that you played, and then you're home and away. You've played 3 home and away games, so six games in total. It seems to me that each game you've played, you've looked a little more comfortable and you've improved each game. Do you feel that you're getting used to the tempo of AFL footy?
Yeah, I feel like it's taken me probably a little bit of time to adjust, but I think I've been building each game, and luckily I was able to get on the end of a few this week. But I feel like I've been building each week, and hopefully I can keep going that way.
Well done, Connor. Fantastic, mate. The inevitable happened. Is it as fast or as hard as you thought? What were your first impressions with AFL?
First impressions is definitely a step up from Stanford. The intensity definitely rises again, and it's a lot quicker, and there's a few bigger bodies out there as well. So, it goes up another level, but I think all the young boys that have come in have adjusted really well, and I think we're playing pretty good.
Clearly playing against men in the SANFL was fantastic. You had that finals campaign. You think that's helped your development?
Yeah, 100%. I think it's probably an advantage the SA boys have over some of the other boys as we get to play senior footy before we get drafted. So I think that's definitely an advantage that I've had, and the bigger bodies prepared me a bit for pre-season as well, and I think I've been able to build on that and help me for AFL life.
You mentioned that you've, the other guys that have come in the side as well. There's Zach Butters, Xavier Dersma, and Willem Drew hasn't played a whole lot of footy either. Has that helped, having 3 or 4 guys going through the same process at the same time and knowing exactly what each other's going through?
Yeah, definitely. I think we've all come in, and Kenny's said to us that we need to bring a lot of excitement, and I think that's what we're trying to do at the moment. And I think it definitely helps when you've got some people in the same position that you can lean on, and we're all going through the same stage together, which is pretty cool, and hopefully we can do the same thing throughout our career and play for a long time together.
You're clearly not intimidated. Both yourself and Zach Butters, you saw at halftime in the round 1 clash with Melbourne. In your debut match, you were having a bit of a verbal stoush with Big Max Gorm, one of the stars of the competition. How did that unfold? And like I said, clearly you don't feel intimidated out there.
What were you thinking, Connor?
Yeah, Kenny told us to try and play with a bit of flair and try and be really confident out there. So that's what we're trying to bring to the game. And that's definitely something we tried to bring to round 1. And one of our goals was to get into Maxi a bit. So that's what we ended up doing.
Hey, let's talk about the weekend. You kicked 5 goals too, but let's talk about the first quarter. You were 20 metres out. It was 1 minute into the game and you were dead in front. You missed that one. You should have had 6, young man.
Yeah, I've missed a couple opportunities actually. So hopefully I can tidy that for next week and maybe kick a couple more.
You've shown versatility since I've been watching you, Connor. Forward and midfield maybe for the under-18s. Defence with North Adelaide. Forward now with Port. Where would you like to end up? Have you got a favourite position? What are you building towards? And how's your tank?
It's definitely improved since I've come to the club, but it's definitely got a long way to go as well. I probably need to put on a few more kilos before I move into the midfield, hopefully in the long term. So, that's where I see myself in the long term, hopefully as a midfielder, and I think I can have probably a pretty big impact on the game as a midfielder, but at the moment enjoy my time down forward and somewhere I can use my speed and agility. So.
Okay, tell us something about you that we don't know, Connor.
You've taught me that many times, I don't know. I shower in the dark sometimes.
Shower in the dark? Why is that? Can't you find it?
I don't know. Yeah, I just suck a bit of music on and it's nice and relaxing. So
the soap, I meant, Bicks. So, Connor, are you studying or you having a gap year?
In university?
Yeah.
So I'm switching courses this year and I'm doing a bit of business this year, so that'll keep me pretty busy on a day off. And we also have our community youth programs here at Port Adelaide where we go out to a few schools and teach a few lessons on our day off. So that's been keeping me pretty busy so far.
What about some of the guys at the club? Who's helped you the most in terms of being integrated into a footy club in your first year?
Yeah, so I got matched up with Brad Ebert as my mentor, so I've worked pretty closely with him and and watch my game edits and that sort of stuff. But we also have a few senior boys down forward that we work pretty closely with, Westhoff, Bokey, Robbie Gray as well. So I've got a fair few resources to work with, and they've been helping me out a lot. And Brad Ebert's been really good so far, helped me adjust to AFL life, and yeah, loving it at the moment.
What about this week? Did you go to Robbie Gray or Justin Westhoff and say, "Hey boys, this is how you kick him"?
Oh, please.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, I remember Brad at the start of the fourth quarter. I think he said the men teaching the men taller now, so switch roles.
Connor, Mile in Office Furniture Text. We're interactive here. We get texts and emails immediately as we have guests on. We've got one here from Joan. She says, "Sharing in the dark. Can't get my head around that. Do you play music?"
Yeah, so I'll chuck some music on. It's pretty relaxing.
I'm going to try it tonight.
Yeah, you should.
I'm going to dead set try that. I've had a bath in the dark.
Have you?
Fair dinkum.
Candles?
Connor, no
Right.
candles. Who puts candles on? So you have candles when you bath, Bicks?
No. But I was
What do you think I'd have
Well,
candles?
because that's the type of bloke you are.
Do you have candles in the dark in there, Connor?
No candles.
Fair
I
dinkum.
know Joe's
Hey,
a big candle fan.
Who's your junior footy club, and what do you get for the nomination nowadays?
My junior footy club, so I've got a couple because I'm from the country as well, but my nominated one is South Augusta.
Oh, the Bulldogs.
Oh, brilliant.
I think they get $2,500, which is really good. So
Fantastic. I actually
Very
played
well.
against Connor's dad when I was playing at Solomon Town. He was playing at South Augusta. He was a bit of a star.
He was a gun, was he?
He was
Was
very
he as clean as Connor?
Well, he's more of a defender.
Okay.
He might have whacked me a couple of times. That's generally how it
Okay.
used to go down there.
Connor, congratulations. Only 5 players in the AFL era have had 20 touches, then gone and kicked 5 goals. The last one was 17 years ago. So, mate, you're in rare air. We love watching you. We love you developing, and you're just going to get better and better, mate. Well done. Congratulations.
thank you very much for having me, boys.
Hey,
Good
before
man.
we let you go, you did come through with a group of young players who were all drafted, a number of you in the top 10. Have you been able to keep a track and watch how they're going? Jack Lukosius, amongst others?
Yeah, it's definitely been keeping in contact with most of them. Pretty close with Jack, which was publicised a fair bit. So I've stayed around and watched his round 1 game, which is really good, and been keeping in contact with him. And he's loving it up there. They got a couple wins on the board as well, so I think he's going pretty well.
Great stuff. Just wanted to see if you were staying in touch. Connor, as Rowie said, congratulations on what you've been able to achieve in a very short space of time, and I think most of us think that it's all ahead of you. Good luck.
Thanks, boys.